What if the ultimate measure of a performance electric vehicle is in its 0 to 60 time? What if the raw, instantaneous torque that has defined this first generation of fast EVs is already becoming obsolete as a metric of greatness? We stand at a fascinating crossroads where two vehicles are forcing this very question into the spotlight. In one corner, the Ford Mustang Mach-E GT, the torchbearer of an iconic American legacy, electrified. In the other, the Hyundai Ioniq 5N, a high-tech challenger from a brand that, just a decade ago, wasn't even in the performance conversation. This isn't just about which car is faster, it's a battle for the very soul of the everyday super EV. This comparison is critical because it represents a philosophical divergence in the market. Are we simply electrifying the performance formulas of the past, or are we engineering entirely new definitions of driver engagement? Today, we will provide the definitive answer. First, we will dissect the raw performance data, looking beyond the headline figures to what they mean on the road. Then, we will analyze the core engineering philosophies, the track-bred technology of the Hyundai versus the refined muscle of the Ford. Next, we will evaluate their practicality as daily drivers, from charging speed to livability. And finally, we will deliver our data-driven verdict on which vehicle truly earns the title of the ultimate everyday super EV. On paper, this contest appears to be a clash of brute force. Let's begin with the Ford Mustang Mach-E GT. Its dual motors produce a formidable 480 horsepower and a truly massive 860 newton meters of torque. That immense, immediate twist that allows it to launch from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds. It's a classic muscle car approach, reimagined for the electric age. Overwhelming torque deployed for visceral, straight-line acceleration. It's the kind of performance that pins you to your seat and delivers on the promise of the Mustang badge. It is, by any objective measure, a ferociously quick automobile. But then there is the Hyundai Ioniq 5N, and its numbers demand a recalibration of expectations. In its standard mode, the vehicle produces 601 horsepower. However, activate the steering wheel-mounted N Grin Boost button, and for 10 seconds, that figure swells to an astonishing 641 horsepower with 770 newton meters of torque. The result is a 0 to 60 time of just 3.25 seconds. While its torque figure is lower than the Ford's, its significant horsepower advantage gives it the edge as speeds climb. This isn't just a numbers game. It's a statement of intent from Hyundai's N division. They didn't just aim to make a fast crossover. They benchmarked and engineered a vehicle that could challenge established performance icons from a standing start. But straight-line speed is only one chapter in this story. Which matters more to you, the absolute peak horsepower of the Ioniq 5N or the instant massive torque of the Mach-E GT? Let us know in the comments. Here is where these two vehicles diverge most dramatically. The Mach-E GT's performance is defined by its hardware. It comes standard with MagneRide adaptive dampers, which brilliantly balance ride comfort with cornering stability. The power delivery is immense and linear. It feels like a perfected, modernized muscle car. It is confident, planted, and brutally effective at deploying its power in most road conditions. Yet its approach to driver engagement is fundamentally passive. The car is doing the work, you are directing it. It's an incredibly competent and thrilling grand tourer, but it doesn't beg to be pushed to the ragged edge. The engineering focus was on creating a premium, confidence-inspiring, and undeniably fast EV. The Ioniq 5N, by contrast, is an active participant in the driving experience. Its engineering is a suite of technologies designed to simulate and enhance the sensations of high-performance driving. The N eShift system mimics the feel of an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, complete with jolts on upshifts and rev matching on downshifts. The N Active Sound Plus system uses 10 speakers to create a soundscape that simulates engine notes and even sonic booms, tied directly to the driver's throttle input. Furthermore, features like the N Torque Distribution System, with its 11 levels of adjustment, and the N Drift Optimizer, are tools taken directly from the world of motorsport. Hyundai hasn't just built a fast EV, It has engineered a solution to the biggest critique of performance EVs, a lack of emotional and tactile engagement. It is a fundamentally different and arguably more complex approach to performance. A super EV must perform, but an everyday super EV must also live. And in the crucible of daily life, technology and thoughtful design make all the difference. Let's start with charging, the most critical aspect of EV ownership. The Ford Mustang Mach-E GT is built on a 400-volt architecture with a peak DC fast charging rate of around 150 kilowatts. This allows it to charge from 10% to 80% in approximately 45 minutes under ideal conditions. This is adequate, but it is not class-leading. Its EPA estimated range is a respectable 270 miles from its 91 kilowatt-hour battery. This is where the Ioniq 5N reveals its most significant practical advantage. It utilizes Hyundai's advanced 800-volt architecture. This is technology typically found in EVs costing significantly more, like the Porsche Taycan. This allows for a peak charging speed of up to 238 kilowatts. As a result, its 84 kilowatt-hour battery can charge from 10% to 80% in as little as 18 minutes. That is less than half the time of the Mustang. For anyone who takes road trips or relies on public charging, this is a monumental difference in usability. The Ioniq 5N's official range is lower, at around 221 miles, a direct trade-off for its extreme performance focus. In terms of space, both offer crossover practicality, but the Mach-E GT provides a useful front trunk, or frunk, which the Ioniq 5N lacks due to its complex front motor and cooling systems. The 800-volt architecture in the Hyundai is a game-changer for charging speeds. Is this a feature you would pay a premium for? Drop your thoughts below. Finally, we arrive at the question of value. Performance never comes cheap, but how these two automakers package it reveals their priorities. The Ford Mustang Mach-E GT starts at an MSRP of approximately $60,000. For this price, you get the Magnum-Ride suspension, premium interior appointments, and the iconic branding as standard. It is positioned as a premium, high-performance trim level within the broader Mach-E lineup. It offers a compelling package for those who want a blend of luxury, technology, and that signature Mustang performance feel. The value proposition is in its balance. It is not a stripped-out track car, but a well-equipped, comfortable, and rapid daily driver. The Hyundai Ioniq 5N enters the market with a higher starting MSRP, typically around $66,000. At first glance, this seems like a significant premium. However, one must consider what that price includes. All of the N-specific performance hardware and software, the N eShift, N Active Sound Plus, the reinforced chassis, the advanced cooling systems, the electronically controlled suspension, and the larger brakes are included as standard. There are very few options to add. When you factor in the vastly superior 800-volt charging architecture, the Ioniq 5N begins to look less like a more expensive competitor and more like a different class of vehicle altogether. It is a specialized, track-ready machine that you can also live with every day. The value here is not in luxury appointments, but in pure, unadulterated, and technologically dense performance hardware. When you weigh the track day hardware against the daily comfort, which of these vehicles presents the better overall value proposition? We want to hear your final verdict. So, after a deep dive into the data, the technology, and the practical realities, where do we stand? The Ford Mustang Mach-E GT is an exceptional vehicle. It successfully translates the American muscle car ethos into the electric era. It is comfortable, brutally quick in a straight line, and wears its iconic badge with pride. For the buyer seeking a premium EV with a performance edge and the heritage of a legend, it is an immensely satisfying choice. Our final thought is this: the choice isn't between two fast EVs. It's between two fundamentally different philosophies of performance. One honors the past, while the other aggressively engineers the future. For its technological superiority, its unparalleled driver engagement, and its game-changing charging capabilities, The Hyundai Ioniq 5N is the definitive winner of this battle. If this data-driven analysis has empowered your decision-making, the best way to support our mission is to subscribe to House of EV. Click that button and join the most informed community in electric mobility. Thank you for watching.